Mac Daddy, and I'm here, part of the Action Call to Action crew. So hello and welcome to our reaction today. And I have one of my favorite ladies of all time, my action sister over here. Boo, boo, boo. Miss Kelsey. How you doing, girl?
Happy to be here. I'm super excited. Cannot wait.
Oh wait, I just realized we're live. We're live.
We shouldn't be.
Because I just saw like an eyeball corner thing up there, and then I was like, wait.
I can double check. Let's see.
Now I'm paranoid.
Nope. Nothing on the channel. We're
well,
good.
he just wasted like 2 minutes, but that doesn't matter. It's all good. We're just hanging out.
This is what happens when you're with call to action.
If it's not effed up in some way or making mistakes, is it really call to action? That's the real question.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the eve of Thanksgiving. This is our it's eve of Thanksgiving. That's when we're recording this. So do you have any big plans, Kelsey, coming in tomorrow with all that turkey or ham or whatever, maybe?
Yes, I'm getting up at like 6 a.m. to drive to Colorado to go have Thanksgiving with my grandmother with my children, and then I'll stay there a couple days and drive back on Sunday. So I'm excited. Gluten-free Thanksgiving food isn't that great. Like I have to have special stuffing, and it's kind of lame, but I'm still excited for it.
It's still a day where you can just have an excuse to really stuff your face.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
It used to be stuffing. I loved stuffing. I don't like gluten-free stuffing as much, so now it's more mashed potatoes.
Ooh, nummy. That's one of my favorites as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're gonna just do a quick recap, going into this. We're gonna be not reviewing it, like we're just doing a general reaction to the Time Machine going up against the Loony Bin. Holy fucking cannoli. Yeah, these two are big personality teams. So Kelsey, who's your big winner for today? Who do you think?
I have to go with the Machine. So Time Machine. I am so excited. I think they've got this. I have them going to the finals up against Who's the Boss. So we'll see if that happens. There's gonna be some pretty crazy matches, I think, leading up to that. So we shall see. So that's who I got.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared for this match. Like, I'm not scared to watch it per se, but I'm scared of what it means. We're getting that much closer to the end of the tournament, and we're getting that much closer to the end of such an amazing, epic season. So yeah, it's finally coming to an end, which I'm happy it's said about. So, but yeah, coming into this match, just a recap for anyone watching. But Kelsey, I know Time Machine got to the second round by defeating Scream Queens, which was a really tough match, and also Loony Bin, hot off of their win against the Self-Righteous Brothers. Holy shit, that was a oh shit! if you watch our reaction for that, you for sure. So aside from wins and everything, what are you kind of expecting going in today's match? Are you expecting any perfect rounds? Are you expecting any new strengths, weaknesses, or anything like that?
The only thing I am for sure expecting to see is that which neither fails with either of these teams is Loony Bin's going to bring the entertainment factor that we kind of get to know them for. Tom is going to scare us with what he knows as usual. Right. And then Time Machine is just a force to be reckoned with. So I can't even think of new strengths that they'll show because they just seem to be so strong as a team in most things anyways. So I just think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun match is what I think.
Absolutely. Well, what was kind of brought to my attention recently is that they've only Time Machine, both Time Machine and Loony Bin, obviously, but Time Machine hasn't played that many matches together. So it's they're still getting used to each other, even though they've played a lot of matches independently, but coming together, it's a very new experience for both of them as well. And same for Loony Bin, obviously, but considering both of the competitors for Loony Bin are so fresh.
Yeah, they're very green, both teams.
Exactly. Very fresh in general to Schmoedown, in strategy and everything. I'm really excited to see, these much more, I don't want to say older competitors, but they're much more
seasoned.
Thank you. Seasoned. That's what seasoned competitors versus like very fresh new competitors as well. So I'm excited to see how strategies go into this match today. All right. So let's do it. I don't want to hesitate anymore. Let's start the match going.
All right, let's get this going.
On December 7th, the Schmoedown Spectacular comes to downtown Los Angeles. So does the first ever Schmoedown Fan Expo.
I'm so excited for the expo.
Minicon, if you will.
I'm really excited in general. This is like the first time they've done anything like this.
Players of the past, present, and the future. Schmoedown.
It's going to be so fun. I'm excited for the merch. I heard there's going to be SEN shirts, and so I have to add it to my collection because I have so many damn shirts.
I kind of want to get them and just have them framed. Trying and frame my wall or something.
Yeah.
You want to just have some smack
That'd be
talk
awesome.
with Kalinowski, come and do it.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's getting so close. I leave a week from today.
Spectacular.
So
it's nuts. We've been talking about this for ages and just finally coming together and
finally here.
Sort of Action House and being part of the gang again. It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully we can answer questions in any priceless. So one other thing, he's coming for you, baby. He's coming for you.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh my gosh, that win. Okay, that's a compliment.
If you have not watched us react to that match first, do yourself a favor. Go watch that and then.
And I just want to clarify, I totally did not cry at any point.
Training session 5.48, the Loony Bin, commence. Tom, it's so nice to be back at home.
It is nice to be back in the building where I exist.
I feel so calm, relaxed, and not at all worried. Except, ... our next match. We are playing against Time Machine, the new team. Do you know about Time Machine, Tom?
Will they let me use their time machine?
They have a machine. Do you know how scary machines are?
They were built to succeed, man.
Exactly. A time machine involves Janine, the machine.
I caught a bunch of spiders today.
Spiders are one thing, Tom. But machines, I've seen into the future. She is made by man, but she is smarter than man, which means that in 18 months' time, when her type takes over the universe, it's time for us to conclude
should we
our
be
study
worried?
and leave. We should definitely make sure.
Girl, I'm always worried.
18 months. Gotta remember that.
18 months. It's such a specific date. We just got a timer.
Yes, Tom. I know.
It's on my calendar.
Anyway, I've got to go take a nap now. Goodbye, Tom.
That's how I take naps. Do you think they went into that knowing what they want to do, or they were just like fucking around and they're like, "You got 3 minutes, 4 minutes, throw it down, do whatever you want."
Honestly, like that just feels so like legit, genuine, just them talking. So I bet at least a lot of it was improv. Just like let's just talk, let's just do what we do, and it, so funny. They're so great.
Of the teams tournament, and Mark, what a match we got today here. Now look, Time Machine. If you paired up Ethan Irwin and Janine the Machine. When Jay Washington announced that this was going to be a team in New York in the season opener, people were loving the possibility of it. So it's really not a surprise that they are 2-0. They work very well together. They have great chemistry. They're very knowledgeable. When you look to the other side of the table here,
when you go to the asylum,
when you go deep into the asylum and see the Loony Bin, both Drew and simply Tom, they have been something. They're capturing the hearts of the fans, and even you. Who told me afterwards that was something else?
It's a very exhausting match to call when the Loony Bin is on the desk, but it is one of the more entertaining times that you will have announcing a movie trivia Schmoedown or enjoying it. And when you
so
the Loony Bin against a time machine,
Speaking
very
facts,
different
Mark.
strategies and performance looks. But at the end of the day, Christian, what it all comes down to when you're a team is 2 items. You need chemistry and you need knowledge. It's like finding that perfect match of shoes at Ross Dress for Less. It's rare, but when you can land on it, you're going to walk away with a deal.
You know what? You have made some really silly analogies. For some reason, that is spot on.
I am literally going there later today to look at dress.
It really is, because even with the first conversation I had with Video Drew, which I couldn't make sense out of it, but I just knew that she was absolutely interested, wanting to participate.
Knows her stuff.
Then just brought in Tom.
Who the hell's that guy?
I didn't know what was going to happen. This guy is on par with the knowledge of an Ethan Irwin, of a William Bibiani. This guy is scary, not just from the way he looks, the way that he actually, the stuff that he gets.
Just overall
he is a scary competitor, and I don't know what we're going to see from him today.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan and Janine, they come out, they're all smiles. Video Drew comes out. She clearly has something on Tom. Maybe she built him in a lab in order to steal kidneys late at night, but he ended up knowing a lot about movie trivia, so bonus.
All right, there's going to be some talk from Jay and Ethan and the Machine. I don't know what we're going to get from the Loony Bin. Here we go.
We never know.
Never. That's the appeal, right?
The Loony Bin is so happy to be here today after winning against the Self-Righteous Brothers.
Again, I don't know if they're communicating with one another at all. I don't know if Tom has independent thoughts. Whatever is being transmitted into his brain one way or another, it seems to be serving him well.
Video Drew knew the whole time that we would win with Tom. Tom?
Did I win Mark's spot?
Nope.
We've done all of the preparation for today.
Do you want to see a dead body?
You know what? You never let go. I will watch it.
Seriously, it would be
Guys,
great.
two people who I'm legitimately worried about. When I say legitimately worried about, I'm terrified.
Something to be said for Jay Washington, Christian Harloff, and Ethan Irwin. It is not fair to bring AI to the match. You cannot have a robot replace you.
Osment.
That was your brother once.
Time machine! I think that one would be wise to place a wager, if you're in the betting mood, on Time Machine, maybe getting a belt at the end of this.
I mean, look, we'll take whatever comes, but yeah, I'm with you.
We are not allowed to bring other kinds of information, especially ones like 00011, which is what I have to say to Janine. She knows what I think of her.
Do you want to see a dead body?
I guess we're to the point now where we're just letting anyone coop from the asylum compete.
That feels like a scene straight out of the
Like,
future.
how good is
Vampire
your
movies
trivia?
right
And
there.
then they won the match, and it's like you can stay. And it's terrifying. Loony Bin, you'll be recommitted. Time Machine.
I like
we're
this music,
advancing
it's good.
forward, and it's only two things y'all can do about it, and that's nothing and deal with it.
Damn it.
We have a couple of tricks up our sleeves for Time Machine, so they better watch out.
Time Machine starring Guy Pearce. Do you want to see a dead body?
Yes.
Yes.
Woohoo.
It's exactly what I thought would happen, Mark. You have Jay Washington, who is, tiptoeing around doesn't know really who they're playing, what they're all about, the Loony Bin themselves, but they know that Tom is scary. They know. I don't think he's missed a question in the first round, by the way.
No, is that a scary thing for a team? Because the Time Machine, obviously, individually and as a team, they've been in some battles before, but Loony Bin is so tough to game plan against because you don't know what's coming.
True.
No, you really don't. I think that Tom now, you are prepared for it, but Video Drew has been sneaky getting between 5 or 6 in the first round. So this is going to be an all-out battle. I don't know what's going to happen. You got to give the edge to the Time Machine because you have two seasoned competitors in both Ethan and the Machine at this point, and the Loony Bin's still learning the game. But I'm ready to go. How about you?
At least half of us will be professional here. 1.5 of us will be professional. I'm ready to go, Christian. Say the thing.
No tail of the tape?
You want to do it? Let's do it. Tail of the tape. The Loony Bin is very good at horror movies, video game movies, and possibly digging up graves in the midnight hour. Time Machine, on the other hand, they're very good at romantic comedies. Ninja Turtles 1 and Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of Vanilla Ice.
That was brilliantly said. Do you anything else you would like to say? Or are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think I jumped the gun once, so I'm a little nervous to get into anything again because I asked you before I said I'm ready, and I asked you to say the thing, and it didn't work out. So I'm just going to be here silent, staring at the camera, and you say whatever you want.
That's all I had to do after this last 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
That's a real person.
Schmoedown.
Right there.
We're back. The Loony Bin already throwing us off our game.
Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, They are Video Drew and Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, the Loony Bins.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss her band-aids.
Video Drew, all smiles.
True.
And there's Tom. That's exactly what we thought was going to happen. There's Tom. Not really. Wrong, though. He feels like she's actually like his keeper or something. It's like a mother's son.
What I think is kind of interesting is that she, in some way, it feels like she helped him gain confidence.
How are you?
Do you want to see a dead
And
body?
like,
Okay.
like during even saying the team or something, he's doing like the team.
Nobody wants to
He's
see
doing it
it.
almost for him. And
And
so,
their opponents.
kind of an interesting dynamic.
For sure. It's probably maybe one reason why they're like so good together is he needs that from her, and then she needs him to kind of like
with a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, he does.
Johnny, the machine,
Randy has
and
this
the
character. He
former
knows that he's a
movie
fake.
trivia Schmoedown
I'm sure he gets
champion
it.
of the world, Stephen Big Time Irwin, the Time Machine. There's Jay. There's the Time Machine.
Such good music.
There's the Time Machine. What a team is it? They really look like they've been competing together for like 10 years.
Doing it?
Look at that
Doing it?
chemistry.
Yep.
The stop motion freeze frame high five. Any 80s sitcom, that was a staple of it. Absolutely. And then Jay Washington. Speaking of 80s sitcoms, Jay Washington is here.
Thank you, and hope you all check out TGIF on ABC.
Very realistic.
This,
No one knows. I know.
This,
No one knows.
Don't ask me nothing. I don't want to see no dead bodies. I want you to have some color, not black. I mean, black is good. But they put like red, blue, purple, or something on.
For the first time ever, Tom just did the unthinkable. Yeah, Jay Washington was at a loss for words. Jay Washington. Wow. Unbelievable.
That's a real achievement today.
All right, well,
I like this guy. I
Of the
like both of them.
French.
I think they're great.
Okay.
Also, can I get another pen, please?
yes.
Do you want to see a dead body?
I've seen them. I actually had it for work. Took a visit to the LA County Morgue and watched several autopsies.
That's great, Ethan.
Did they let you take any home?
00112.
I think she thinks I'm really a machine. Is that what's happening here?
It seemed like
I
on
expect
Twitter.
this from Jeopardy, not from the Schmoedown.
Well, we saw your little exchange on Twitter. We know that something's been happening. I don't think Video Drew understands. This is happening already. This is what is so great about the movie trivia Schmoedown. If you tuned in thinking you were just getting movie trivia answers, you might get to see a dead human at the end of this bet. Let's move on to the rules of round number one.
Please.
In round number one, this is the team format. However, round number one is an individual
The
knowledge
rules.
exercise. 8 questions are asked to the
Everyone's
field.
favorite part.
Competitor
Let's be
will
honest.
write down their
Yeah,
best
this is
attempt
why
at
we
an
watch
answer on the
Schmoedown.
whiteboard.
We just
Yeah,
wait.
it's our
Like,
favorite.
okay, oh, I think
Rely
this is
on
trivia
your
part. Let's
teammates'
get
knowledge in
the
round number one.
rules.
Each point that each team member accrues will be added to your team's total. In round number one, we're going to ask the question. You have 15 seconds to answer that question. Once we address you by name, please reveal your answer to the camera at the same time you verbalize your answer into the microphone. Each competitor will have 3 usages of the JTE rule. Each team will have 3 usages of the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. Questions in round number 1 are worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round numero uno. All right, so we will ask the time machine first. Are you guys ready?
Exterminate.
Always be closing.
What is happening?
Time machine after all. Look at Video Drew. That shocked her. That shocked Video Drew. Look at Video Drew. She's not Video Drew unnerved. Video Drew, not sure what she's looking at. I'll ask the Loony bin. Loony bin, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready, and we would like to, as a notion of favor, give some trades for everybody.
That is, she gave the machine WD-40. WD-40. Yeah. Jay Washington took that away thinking it might be poison. All right. Tom, are you ready?
You're in a desert and you see a turtle.
All
on its
right.
back.
Tom, later.
All right. Well, with that, let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Hi.
We're as ready as we're going to be. Right. We'll start with
I'm trying to say.
this one. Start with this one. Fantasy sci-fi. Prince Caspian is the subtitle of the second installment of what franchise?
Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia. I'm sorry. I apologize.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Machine.
The Chronicles of Narnia.
Yes. Video Drew.
Narnia Chronicles.
That's Narnia. That's fine. Ethan.
No, you know what? No.
No. And Tom. Tom.
Hold up.
Tom.
Chronicles of Narnia.
That's correct. Okay. Right.
Tom, a little surprised that Ethan didn't know the answer. So
Underworld
it is
trip.
2-1, and we move on to your next question. This is in the category of famous actors and actresses. Famous performers, they have more money than I. The question, who plays the lead in the 2010 thriller, The American?
I did not see that.
Starring Budweiser, Chili's, and
The American? I've never heard of it.
I don't.
Ethan, I mean, look, sometimes
5,
these matches are filmed earlier in the morning.
I
Maybe he's
didn't
not
know.
a morning person.
Well, that's his fault. He always asks for the early morning. And we start with
Harrison Ford.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, Ethan.
George Clooney.
Yes, Tom.
George Clooney.
Yes, and Machine.
George Clooney.
Okay,
There
so
it
Time
is.
Machine back to tie it up here.
Tied up.
Video Drew misses. Ethan comes back and hits that one. And Tom still has never missed a first round question, I don't believe. So here we go. Next one. Dramas. Name the 2011 film in which Leonardo DiCaprio was directed by Clint Eastwood and starred alongside Armie Hammer.
You want me to really disappoint you right now?
Yes.
So last time I was in New York,
That's disappointing.
I did not bring you,
Oh,
and I did not have one slice of pizza.
I know.
Hmm.
How awful is that?
That's
Can
pretty
you
bad.
repeat the
Five.
question,
Yeah,
please?
Absolutely. This is the first one for you guys. Name the 2011 film in which Leonardo DiCaprio was directed by Clint Eastwood and starred alongside Armie Hammer.
I
That's the
did
first
have
one.
a street hot dog.
Those
Are you
good.
a fan of those?
I am very much.
I-
So. You did good there.
They cooked it in a weird way I'd never seen before.
In the water?
They have like an iron that like they
You have no. Oh,
still good.
multiple choice, please.
No bad
One.
after effects.
Pens down, please. And we start with Ethan.
J. Edgar.
Yes, sir. Tom.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot he directed that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't have
I
to.
forgot
Have it,
that
Video
too.
Drew.
Video
No.
Drew says
Nothing.
no.
Okay. All right. Staying tied up here. So right now, Tom is the only one who has not missed. And we go to our next question. Question 4, Mark.
Question number 4 is in the world of action/adventure. The query is, Wolfgang Peterson directed this 1997 action film starring Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman. Now the cat's out of
Is that
the bag, J. Edgar.
Air
No,
Force
it's
One?
the American, no, not American
Six
President.
Flags.
It's one where
Six Flags
the
All Man is
plane one. Shit. Oh, damn it. The one where on the plane where he's like,
Air Force One,
not
isn't it?
my, thank you, not my plane.
2, 1, pens
Well,
down.
I'm
We
on
start
the cage,
with
if anything. Not on my plane.
Air Force One.
yes, sir. The
There you
machine.
go.
The machine.
I said Crimson Tide.
Okay. Video Drew.
Video Drew didn't have it, and may she make a request?
Yes.
Please speak up louder. I heard 1971 instead of 1991. Ear infection, like humans do get sometimes. Please.
Just
What
called you out.
the
It was
F?
1997.
1997. I heard
Chelsea.
1977.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, so then we ask Ethan.
Air Force One.
Yes. Okay. It took a long time to get there, but we got there. 5-5. All right. We're here. All right. Next question here comes in the realm of 2000s. Audrey Tautou. Audrey Tautou stars as a waitress in France in which film?
I hope she's only played a waitress in France in one film.
Emily.
Played a waitress in a bunch.
Emily. Is it Emily? Emily?
5, 4, 3. It's like Dennis Franz never playing a cop. 2, 1. Pens
Deep
down,
cut.
please, like that. And we go with Video Drew.
Amelie.
Yes. Actually, it was supposed to be Janine. Janine, what do you got?
Amelie.
Amelie, yes. Ethan.
Amelie.
It's a beautiful, nice musical, actually, now. Which is
And Tom still has not missed. He is on a tear once again. This guy, he may be the machine.
All right, our next category, gonna need some help from the audience for this one. Comedies.
I'm going to see if everyone makes it a total version for no one.
Tom laughed.
Yeah.
Catch them off guard.
Dylan in there with the hearty.
This can happen like at a live event.
Ha ha.
Who plays psychiatrist Ben Sobel in the comedy Analyze This? You know,
The question
Billy
remains, do you
Crystal?
think Tom actually watches these movies? Like did he?
Yeah, that was Billy Crystal.
Is
The
he a fan of
monster
it?
itself was Robert De Niro, and Billy Crystal's a psychiatrist. Yeah,
3.
with his
It's been a
family.
long time since I watched that
1,
movie.
And now we start with with Video Drew.
Billy Crystal.
Yes. Ethan.
Billy Crystal.
Yep. Tom.
Billy Crystal.
Yes. And the machine.
Billy Crystal.
There we go. 9-9.
Wow, this is a crazy
And
round
Tom
one.
Still
Tied up.
approaching
Damn it.
once again another perfect round. If he can hit
Neck and neck,
2,
yo.
here it is. Number 7. Horror/thriller. Who stars as a private detective named Matthew Scrutter in the 2014 thriller A Walk Among the Tombstones?
Liam Neeson, yo.
Billy Crystal.
Mr. Neeson.
Accosted him at a Halloween pumpkin
The-
patch. He got a good memory once upon a time.
Talk to him about the Yankees.
That's a great movie. That
Bothered.
is
He,
really
he
good.
did not want to
5
talk to.
action
Certainly seen that one.
thriller.
4, 3, 2.
Hey, we're both Yankees
1.
guys.
Yeah,
I
he
figure I'd take a picture with
wanted nothing to do with it. Ethan.
Liam Neeson.
Yes. Tom.
Liam Neeson.
Yes. The machine.
Liam Neeson.
And Video Drew.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Incorrect. So
That'll be a total guess.
Time machine takes a 1.
Keeps guessing. Eventually, it's going to be
despite
right.
the fact
That's my
that
method of
Tom
guessing too.
With this, we'll get another perfect round should he hit the next question.
If he gets this question right in the world of animated movies, they're drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question, what Disney animated classic is known for the line, think of the happiest things, it's the same as having wings? I have that phrase tattooed on my lower back.
The 2 movies I'm thinking of are either Peter Pan or Mary Poppins. Because they're both.
I think no, it's animated though.
Baby.
Oh, animated is a Peter Pan, I would think. Wouldn't it be?
3.
I
I
love
can't think of another one where they fly.
That is Peter Pan, yeah.
And pens down, please. We
could
start
be
with
wrong. I don't
Tom
know.
for the perfect round. Tom.
Peter Pan.
He hits it.
Good
Tom
job.
hits it.
Perfect
The
round.
machine.
Peter Pan.
Yes. Video Drew.
Classic horror film, Peter Pan.
Yes. And
Guess what? Shock.
It is a horror movie.
Peter
Low-key
Pan
horror
hit,
movie.
and it does it to him
I
again.
said Dumbo, guys, because I don't have kids.
Wow. Peter
None of
Pan,
us have kids.
Peter Pan coming back to haunt Ethan again. Remember
Oh,
that was the
snap.
movie that
None of us have kids.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so we are tied here. We are tied here.
Snap.
And Tom has hit
Snap.
the perfect round.
Drop
so
the
he has a
mic.
bonus question.
Wait a minute.
If he hits this bonus question, the Loony Bin will take a 1-point lead going into round number 2. So here is the bonus question for you, Tom. You don't have to write it down. You just have to answer. Which MCU actor co-starred with Camille Nanjiani in the action comedy Super?
Oh, Dave Bautista.
For 1 more point.
Didn't
Loony
even
Bin.
hesitate.
Loony Bin is now up 1.
He's
How
never
many
gotten
points?
a question
I
wrong.
gotta know from the Statman Frank Janish. I gotta know.
Amazing.
How many points has this guy
So
hit already in
crazy.
his young career here in the Schmoedown? And he's never even played in a singles match.
I have some intel that says that Tom is up to 300 years old, and so he's seen every talkie that has ever been made, and he just stores that knowledge in his head, and he's able to have it on recall, which is the most important part of the Schmoedown. Can
Yep.
you get it from your mind to the tip of
That's
your
my
pen
problem
and
with
write it
trivia.
down
I
within
remember
15
things.
seconds?
I mean, like I
Tom
have
is
information
amongst
in
the best
here.
we've
I just
seen
can't
in
recall
ages,
it
and
quickly.
Very dangerous competitor.
Yeah.
Video Drew,
And
very
yeah.
smart bringing him in also to Video Drew.
I like to. It takes me a minute. I have to be like, nope, give me a minute.
She knows how to play the game.
Yeah,
She's a
I'm gonna-
strategist. Tom,
do it
again,
at
he
differently,
really
man.
doesn't blink. And if they get a category that they like in round number 2,
I think that's like the
they're really gonna give
skill
Time
that
Machine a run for
differentiates
their money.
Schmoedown
It is
competitors
13
from
to
like
12
the
right
masses
now.
is just their ability for quick recall. Because
Mhm.
a lot of people see movies, it's just
real.
you know,
It really is.
pull it.
Oh.
Those are yours now, by the way. You've already come out ahead of us.
Haha,
Oh,
no.
she petty. She petty. She giving her own machine type stuff. She petty.
Yeah. See, Jay thinks that she's.
Unfortunately, brand new.
I think Video Drew may be trying to steal Janine away
Maybe.
from the time.
Well, we know. Listen,
I ship it.
Look,
I ship it.
Does she
Jay's not having it.
underrated joke there.
We
Ethan. I
gotta
thought
know
it was
what
pretty
she
good.
can
Yeah.
do, Tom.
All right,
Let's get to
round
the
2,
rules
please.
of round
Please.
number 2. Round number 2 is known as the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, justice. There are 12 categories on that thar wheel. 10 of them are movie, trivia, Schmoedown genres. Then you also have opponent's choice and spinner's choice. And I'm happy to say that the wheel for today's match is sponsored by a loyal Schmoedown patron,
Reefton?
Justin Roby. How about a hand for
Whoa.
Justin?
Woo, Roby.
Justin Roby.
I know Jeremiah has sponsored so many
Sponsoring the
reels.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Thank you for all your support for all of our incredible patrons.
I
If
just
you're
always
not yet a
expect it
patron,
to be him
check
now.
out
It's
the
like,
Movie
it's just
Trivia
going to be
Schmoedown
Jeremiah
Patreon.
because it always
Select
is
which
Jeremiah.
tier is right for you. Justin's wheel slices that he sponsored are Tom Cruise and fantasy sci-fi.
If I
So
was
each
the
team
one on
has
there,
a spin
I would
at
probably
the
do either
wheel. If at
monster
first you don't like the
movie
category you spin, you do have one
or
mulligan, which is golf for do-over. Once you settle on your category, each team is going to have 6 questions from
maybe
that
Gene
corner
Kelly
of movie
movie.
trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question is worth 2 points.
Kelly
There's no
movies.
penalty for missing
That'd
a
be
question.
cool.
However,
He's
you
made
can
like a
steal it
bazillion
in
movies.
round number
Yeah,
2.
60
So if you're
or
not sure of
something.
the
Oh
answer,
yeah,
ask us multiple
absolutely.
choice.
It's
We'll
ridiculous.
give you 4
And
options.
Monster
one of
Movies is
which
one that
is the
doesn't
correct
doesn't
answer.
come
That
up.
point, the
You
value
know what I
of the
mean? But
question
there's a lot
goes down
that
to
could
a
be
mere
pulled,
point.
used for it.
This is the team
But the thing is,
format.
if
So
you get
teams
spin it,
then
everyone's
confer
gonna be
with
like
members
this side.
on
If you're
three
unless
and
you're like
three.
Clark or
In
something,
Loony Bin, you
you're gonna
find
be like, no, I'm
yourselves
away from
with
that
a
one.
lead of 1 point
Like,
over
it's
Time
the
Machine.
best,
So,
them reading the
Video Drew, would
questions.
your team like to spin first or defer to the machines?
Tom can go.
Tom is going to spin.
All right, Tom.
From the wheel, not the pegs, please, Tom.
From the wheel, Tom, please.
Tom has
You know
been
what's
given the
interesting here?
authority to spin.
I think if you're a manager, you're watching this team of the Loony Bin. No,
Yeah.
not from the peg, from the wheel. Thank you.
We're back to
It's all strategy, I'm telling you.
If Loony Bin loses
It's
here
all
today,
strategy.
Yeah.
you know manager's going
Tell
to
me.
be Tom. Try to
Oh,
Maybe people should be running this
ranking.
game.
Yeah.
Know better.
But can anybody else play with Tom the same way
I don't
Video
know.
Drew
I
plays
don't
with
know.
him? That's the question.
I don't know the answer.
They might have spun right into opponent's choice,
Right?
Christian.
Monster movie.
Monster movies. We were just talking
There
about
We're
you
going
go.
to keep monster movies.
Go ahead, Ella.
All right.
You know what?
That's
Heck,
the strength
look at
of
that.
Video Drew and Tom.
Whammy.
Maybe
Now you
one
know a
from
team
my
that would keep
family.
it.
Monster
Mhm.
movies
I'd keep it.
is the category. 6 questions. You're first in the slate of monster films for the Loony Bin for 2 points. Who played the mummy in the 2017 film?
Sophia
Oh,
Patel.
Sophia Patel. Yep,
Do I say it?
I love her.
Isn't she French or something?
Yeah, I think she
Sophia
is.
Patella.
2 points.
There you go.
Patella.
Not even
Same
conferring.
message.
Not
We
even
would have come
conferring
that
here. It's like Video Drew is speaking with him to.
Tom is
Come on.
more unsure of when to answer than he is
Right.
the answer itself.
Right.
Your next question. What is the name of the 2016 sci-fi black comedy about an unemployed writer, Gloria, who is unwittingly causing a giant monster to wreak havoc halfway across the world?
Colossal!
I love Colossal so much. It's
I
such a
love
good movie.
Colossal!
It's one of those movies that not many people watch, and like
Dude,
they should have.
Jason Sudeikis. Oh my
2
gosh.
more points for Loony Bin.
Loki.
Wow.
One of the most
So far, 2 points.
terrifying
Wow.
characters of 2016.
All
Like,
right, your next
I was
question.
like, Sudeikis, you're making me
World
so
monster
uncomfortable.
movies. What is the name
I know, and it was
of
like
Riley
I like the
Beckett's
build to
gang
him being that way because
in
you're like, oh, you
Pacific
know, he's a
Rim?
great guy, and then like,
That's a Sudeikis. I mean, yeah.
so good.
I was. Oh
I
yeah.
want to rewatch it.
Gypsy Danger.
This guy is unbelievable.
This is, I mean,
I knew the answer to that one only because Jeremy Johns named his dogs after.
who knows that?
Well done, Chelsea. High
Jeremy
five for that.
Jones, dogs are
Ma'am.
Yeah, Jeremy
All
Johns.
right. Your next question. This is your 4th in monster movies. What critically acclaimed actor took over for Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger in the 2010 remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Never seen any of them.
I've
Any of them.
seen
Hero
I know the
Hero.
original with Johnny
2
Depp.
more points, and the Loony Bin
They're
remains
okay.
perfect
They're not my favorite scary movies.
in
Mhm.
round number 2.
I
They
love
have
how
2 questions left.
England though, he's like still so devoted to the character, and he's like low key, like, yeah, I love it. I'm gonna go full
I'll see
ham.
what I
He's gonna go- it's gonna be campy
Your
and we'll love it.
penultimate
He
question in the
doesn't
world of
love it.
monster movies.
Yeah.
Who
I
plays
love him.
the
He's great.
director
Yeah.
in The Cabin in the Woods?
Oh, the character of the director, that would be Sigourney Weaver.
Do you want to say? Oh,
No, Tom, you do it. That's your job.
Sigourney Weaver.
2 more points, and the
You
Loony
tell him,
Bin,
Video
I'm
Drew.
sorry, apologies
It's your
to
job.
Tom and his
Hmm.
family that I'm
Go
not
on,
getting
Drama
harder
Drew.
questions for him. We'll see if we can have one more that really challenges whatever is in his head as a facsimile of a brain.
Video Drew is actually
Your
just the
2
director.
points. Your last one.
Can you call the director?
Round number 2 in the world of monster movies. This actor's first leading role in a feature film was as Steve Andrews in the 1958 version of The Blob.
Steve McQueen. I have no clue.
I didn't see it.
Is he stumped?
Steve McQueen.
Wow. He's not stumped. 2 more points.
Good job.
Round 2.
It's not Mr. Question. We haven't seen this. We haven't seen this since. This is very Ethan Irwin like.
And the actual Ethan Irwin, I don't know if you knew this. He's on stage
Oh, that
too.
was great.
That was awesome. The monster movie. Now I'm having a moment.
You're having a moment.
Really a moment. Now that I say it, it's gonna go away.
13-point lead on Time Machine.
People watching, if you need a manager in the family,
is she a real machine?
Now, here's the question.
clearly she knows what she's doing.
The first time hit Tom or opponent's choice. Kalinowski gave her Tom Cruise. However, Ethan does know Tom Cruise. So if she spun that, would they keep it?
Ethan knows actual Tom Cruise.
He probably does. I think that might be true.
Ethan has been in multiple helicopters and private jets with Tom Cruise.
So we're gonna find out here.
Damn.
It's coming around towards Tom Cruise, Christian.
I could hit it, or it might hit Sandra Bullock. It hits Tom
Cruise.
Cruise. Hey, so now that's a question.
That's hard. That's
Ethan
hard.
knows Tom Cruise. So that's
all right.
And that's what I like about them as a team, because he's confident, she trusts in him, and this is what we're gonna get here.
I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't be.
All right.
Tom Cruise movies. Let's see if Time Machine can get to level Thetan 5.
All right, here we go, guys. First question. Who plays Tom Cruise's co-lead, Major Susan Turner, in Jack Reacher, Never Go Back?
Did not see it.
Michelle Monaghan. I don't know.
Toby Smulders?
That is correct. All right.
They're off to the right start.
Who directed Tom Cruise in Born on the 4th of July?
Ron Howard. No clue.
Oliver Stone?
2 more points.
Landon.
All right, this is the early round that they needed to counter what the Looney Bin just did.
In A Few Good Men, who plays Santiago's commanding officer, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick?
Been a long time since I watched that movie.
I know his face, not his name.
Kiefer Sutherland?
2 more points.
Yep.
All right.
Here's your next one. Next one.
They're making it competitive halfway through round number 2.
Tom Cruise and Morgan Freeman star together in this 2013 science fiction
Oblivion.
Oblivion?
Yep.
Yes. All right.
That movie was born. This match is not.
All right, here we go. Okay. In Jerry Maguire, Jerry is fired from a big sports agency. How many of the other employees leave with him to start the new agency?
1.
How do you spell cat, Christian?
1.
Really, I have never been. Listen, I was going to say I have been questioned in this game a million times, but never as cleverly as that.
I will point out, Christian has not yet answered Video Drew's question.
Well, I'll go the corruption route. K-A-T.
There you go.
Here we go. All right,
K-A-T. Yeah.
Who plays the club owner, Dennis Dupree, in Rock of Ages?
This is the last question.
Oh, oh shit! I have no clue. I can't remember.
Baldwin?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's it.
Remember Captain Zitty?
So,
No, it's a
after
fan.
that,
I'm a fan.
After that, it is 25-24.
Crazy
the Looney Bin
match.
sees himself with a 1-point lead, right back to where we were at the beginning.
Perfect rounds
of
by
round
both
Perfect
teams in round
rounds.
number 2.
So
Oh
the
my
Tom
gosh.
Cruise category worked out for the Time Machine, Looney Bin, getting monsters, and we have ourselves a battle here as we get to the 3rd round.
The 3rd round will entail a series of numbers that we need from each team, because each of those numbers are going to correspond to a different category of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. You can give us numbers that range from 1 to 20. We need numbers from each team that are 3. So, Looney Bin, you are in the lead. The first number you give us is going to be your 2-point question. The next one's your 3-point question. The last one's going to be 5-point question. Same for Time Machine. But because the Looney Bin has the lead, you can give us your series of numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels lucky?
1, 6, 13.
1, 6, and 13. Okay.
Tom seems to nod his head.
Those are good numbers.
Those are good numbers. All right. And the
Solid
machine,
choice.
the Time Machine.
Very.
4, because Time Machine, full life.
Live.
Ooh.
17.
17.
And 9.
And 9.
Oh, if
All
you
right, so
lose
we
this
start
match
with
like
Time
this, you
Machine.
wouldn't be part of the
We
Time
start with the
Machine.
Time
Oh,
Machine, who needs to hit their
Right.
2-pointer to force it back to
Unfortunately.
the Looney Bin, and they chose category number 4. So we start with thrillers. Who is going to start with thrillers?
I'll take it.
You're going to take it. All right, Janine, here we go. All right. Who plays the character of Keller Dover, a man whose daughter goes missing in 2013's Prisoner?
Hugh Jackman.
Yep. If I didn't know this, I feel like I would fail Ben and Drew.
No.
Talk about that movie so much.
I haven't seen this movie or Warrior, but I know enough about it.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I might have seen it, but I know it because of that.
One for your 2-point question. That corresponds to the world of romance. Who would like to field that question? Can only be one of you.
That's a hard mashup considering how much we both love romance movies. I will take it.
You will be taking it?
Yes.
All right. Video Drew is going to sign up for romance. Your question for 2 points. Who plays wealthy businessman Edward Lewis?
You got it.
Oh my
God.
Richard fucking Gere.
That would be Richard Gere for How to Spell Cats again.
It would be Richard Gere and the Loony Bin back on top by a point.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Next
Yeah,
question
that
here goes
was-
back to
that
the
was
time
kind of
machine.
If you want to be like one of the side characters or something,
Yeah.
like the manager of a hotel or something,
Yeah.
I can get behind. Or like his
I felt like a little bit low hanging fruit a little bit.
Yeah.
Here you go. Who lends his voice to the character of Jim Hawkins in 2002's Treasure Planet?
Oh.
That one I don't know. Matt Damon's part of Tina E. What's this one?
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Okay, here it is. First one.
Why am I drawing
Who
up?
lends his voice to the character of Jim Hawkins in 2002's Treasure Planet? Talk to your teammate, please.
Elijah Wood.
Looking for Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. All right, so now we stay with the time machine.
Not even close,
Stay with
yeah.
the time machine who has to hit their 5-pointer.
Yeah.
If they hit it, it bounces back to the Loony Bin. However, if they miss, the Loony Bin will go on to play either Shazam or The Odd Couple. But we'll see if the time machine can throw it back. Here we go. They have.
You want some bad news for Time Machine, Christian? Because they selected category number 9. Tell them what that corresponds to.
Time Machine chose category 9, and that is animated films.
At least we got Janine.
Janine's pretty good at these.
Janine!
You got
Ethan
Janine.
Earl,
Come on,
he loves
Janine.
to point out, like me, does not have
got this.
children, and that's why we smile.
All right, here we go.
Nobody,
All right, here we go. This is your 5. This
as
is
far
your
as I know, nobody has children, and we still managed to get it.
this is your
Tom
5
has 3 children.
5-pointer.
Not anymore.
5-pointer. What 1970 Ralph Bakshi cartoon features drugs, sex, and cats?
What?
What?
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin, I guess.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Second one. What 1970s Ralph Bakshi cartoon features drugs, sex, and cats?
Fritz the Cat.
Cat, do you know?
Correct.
What is
They
it?
hit it.
Fritz the
They
Cat.
hit it. So now we bounce back to Looney Bin, who's going to have to hit their 5. They can get
Wait,
some
what?
points here and try to get to 35, but they're going to have to hit. The 3's kind of a throwaway, and it's going
That's
to be about
right.
the 5.
Looney Bin, you have a 3-point question. It is utterly meaningless unless you're keeping track of all-time scores, that kind of thing, which you are within range of. So, Looney Bin, you selected number 6 for your 3-point question. This one's going to go to Tom.
Come on, Tom.
Category number 6 corresponds to Sandra Bullock movies. And your question: who plays the skillful hack known as Nine Ball in Ocean's 8?
Oh,
Yana.
yep. Our girl.
Aquafina.
Tom has missed a question.
He missed a
It's
question.
Rihanna. Rihanna.
I mean, he didn't.
Okay.
It was a throwaway question,
All right,
but still, I'm
Like I
surprised.
said, that question didn't mean anything.
Again. How do you spell
So,
cat?
Now we stick with your 5-point question. And Looney Bin, this
Can't forget
is
Riri.
for the win.
No, I think a harder a 5-point question version of that would be like, what is the name of the character that we have?
Wrong, you will lose, and Time Machine will advance to round 3 of the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Edition.
So if you get this right, you get to see a dead body.
Whoa. Way to motivate.
Not only did I not say that, I'm disturbed by how much applause that comment garnered in the studio.
All right. Find out who goes into
Not kidding.
Video Drew and Tom, you may confer for your answer attempt. Your 5-point category will be modern classics. And your question. In the film Midnight in Paris, who plays the famous writer F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Tom Hiddleston. No, wait.
Did not see it.
Tom Hiddleston.
And your winners, the Loony Video Drew and Tom pull up another upset. They beat the
Good
Time
job,
Machine. It was
guys.
a lot of people's favorites to win this whole damn thing.
Yeah, I had them going to the finals, but damn, Loony Bin, good job.
Shazam. Oh my God, the Loony Bin does it again.
The Looney Bin does it again. Look at that score, 32 to 31.
Jay's like not
at
sure.
the top of their game, the peak of their powers.
He's
It
like-
just broke the Looney Bin, and we get to call another Looney Bin match.
We're just gonna clip us like the entire time.
Round number 3.
They are becoming the tournament darlings. They are becoming the tournament darlings right now. What a match they had with the Self-Righteous Brothers, and now they have this incredible match here with the Time Machine and Ethan and Janine
Cannoli.
as hard as they can, bouncing back, hitting the 5-pointer. And man, Ethan's had a tough run this year, though. Mark, he just lost out against Bibiani in the singles tournament, and now it finds himself. That's the end of his season. I can't believe it. That's the end of both Machine and
That's so
and Ethan
crazy.
Irwin's season thus
But
far.
he can walk out of the studio with his head held high, knowing that he knew the answer to Fritz the Cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
That
was
was
him
a
or Janine
pull.
coming up with that, but Fritz the
That's
Cat.
a good one. The question that I'm curious about, and I'm sure Jen Sturgill will be asking too, is now the Time Machine's 2-1. Where will that put them in the rankings? I don't necessarily know if Ethan and Janine will be protected. So what is Jay Washington thinking about going into
Oh
the
my
draft?
gosh.
We're going to find all of that and more because Jen Sturger's backstage with the Time Machine. Here we go, Jen.
Guys, I think I'm as stunned as everyone else in this room is that you guys lost that match. The drugs, sex, and cats poll. Wow. I was just gonna answer my 20s and call it a day. Jay Washington, I know you've got to be a little stunned about this.
The woman carried nuts and bolts and cords in a Halloween bucket.
That's what was in there.
This is what's in my head. This is what's in my head.
Those are yours. Those are ours now, so that's fine. That's our.
At least we have that.
At least we have nuts and bolts. And we pull drugs, sex, and cats. I mean, I don't know if you can. What is up with Tom?
What is happening?
No, is that even legal for him to be here? Are we all an accessory to an escaped convict? Like legit, this is terrifying. Like, don't nobody think this is cool. He don't even talk loud. He just, and that's how he answers every question. And everybody cool with this. No. I mean, I'm sad they lost. Hella sad, but I'm hella scared he's here.
You have some legitimate concerns, Mr. Washington.
That's fair.
So I know this ends y'all's run in the team tournament.
So
I
they're gonna
think
go
we're
find a
all
dead body
shocked.
now.
This
I
is a
wonder
huge
where they're
upset,
gonna
but
go
I
for
think
that.
moving forward,
Maybe they already had the dead body. Wow.
Are they going to make one?
Mm-hmm.
Look, it means that a lot of things that possibly can go wrong. But I'm gonna keep my faith up to God, some holy oil, and these nuts and bolts, and clearly an iPhone cord that we all can stay together. Because listen, for $5 a day, you can start a child in the loony bin. I love y'all. I don't want y'all to go nowhere. Because if I end up with one of them, I'm gonna cry. My heart can't take it. Please don't leave me. Please, God, don't leave.
back to you guys. Jay's inconsolable.
All right, so
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's Jay. Well, if you think about it, with all the managers in general, is that they don't know what's coming because, like I said, if Ethan and Janine got themselves to a place where they were in the top 5, then Jay could pick one of them in the first round.
Yeah,
Get
protected.
both of them.
Now they won't be in the top 5, so they're not necessarily protected. If they don't even make it in the top 10, then Jay might lose both of them if someone picks them. So I can understand Jay's concern. But on the other side of that, now you have this other team of 2-1 of the Loony Bin that nobody saw coming. And here we go. I mean, this is going to be an interesting. There's no straight answers that are going to come out of this interview.
I don't know what's about to happen. There might be a chance that some of you will see a corpse. So prepare accordingly. Parents, look out for your kids. And here we go to Jen Sturger with the winners, the Loony Bin.
You may see a corpse. Ellis, what kind of toss is that? I'm back here. Why wish that on me? Congratulations, Loony Bin. You just pulled possibly the biggest upset we're going to see in this tournament. How are you feeling?
Yeah. The energy here is real weird today. But Video Drew is very happy that we won. Janine and Ethan were formidable players. And I remember when people had to go get their amazing talent the old-fashioned way by digging them up in a graveyard. Instead of building them piece by piece and filling them full of Wikipedia knowledge. However, guys, Video Drew knew the answer was Richard Gere. Amazing.
Wow, I think we just learned Tom's origin story. I don't know. Tom, do you have any words about the match? I'm assuming no, but let's find out.
Nobody wants to see my dead body.
Oh,
good.
Here's some candy.
I brought it from home.
Don't worry about it. He's fine. We're so excited to keep going forward in this game that's super fun and won't have any more interruptions.
So next you're going to face either the Odd Couple or Shazam. Do you have a preference?
Going back to you, Jen.
Back to you guys.
That's exactly what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah, hats off to Jen Sturger for not running away and hiding during that interview. Very professional.
Look, this happens every tournament. Every tournament, whether it's a singles, intergeekdom, teams, there is a big shocking upset. This is the biggest one. I think Jen Sturger was correct. We don't know we'll see a bigger upset because no one thought. I don't know. Maybe there is a poll out there that the fans did vote and filled out their brackets. Maybe somebody did have the Loony Bin beating Time Machine, but that person is, I'm taking them to Vegas.
But it's clear now that the Loony Bin it may be considered Cinderella up to this point, but now I think that their knowledge has been on full display for long enough where you cannot count them out of any team match. No. I don't care who they're going up against.
Well, they're going to have a tough battle either way because you have either the former team champions in the Odd Couple, Jeff Snyder or Mark Andreyko, or the former singles champion and free-for-all legend in Bibiani and the rising star of the Kid. Both of those teams are great. You look at what the Kid did in the singles tournament. You look at what Bibiani did in the singles tournament. And both of those guys are riding high right now. If you look at the Loony Bin, what are they going to bring in besides just utter chaos?
If they play against Shazam, Video Drew, I think might be
imagine
try to recruit him to the dark side. Right. It's just going to be a whole crazy, to borrow a term from another Schmoedown event, free for all as we continue in the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Edition. It's going to be fun to watch.
It's really good.
Thank
you for joining us here.
More than anything.
December 7th.
Yes.
Live. That is right. Coming up down the pike here,
It's
is
so
the Schmoedown Spectacular 4. You can get your tickets at the schmoedownlive.com.
I mean, I'm excited for Spectacular. I'm excited for the Fan Expo. I am more and mostly excited for seeing my action fam again in person. I miss you guys so much. I mean, that's really what I'm counting down to. Like
the shows that we have on this
Danny, I haven't seen Danny in forever.
Oh
my God, Paul, I haven't seen forever.
Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff.
Sorry, no. It's gonna be so fun.
Holy fucking cannoli.
You shoplift about 30 or 40 of these things. I'm listening, hear me out. We pocket about 30 or 40 of these. We go on eBay when we get out of here, and then we can pay the rent for the dungeon. What's the matter? You're beyond stealing?
Yeah. Oh
my God.
That was a... Like, what is happening?
That was a confusing and crazy match. Oh my gosh. It was so good.
It's okay. The team matches this season have been nothing but everything's been nothing but like the high 20s, like low 30s. It's been ridiculous how difficult these matches are. But I'm not gonna lie though. Video Drew is definitely on point when she says how do you spell cats? Like, clearly, Jerry Maguire, how many people left with her? One. Clearly. It's a thing.
I mean, it's been this whole tournament season has been crazy, not only because of strong matches like this one, but also entertaining matches like this one. They've all been they've been fantastic. The season has just been, that's why it's called the Magic season. It's been amazing. And I can't even wait to see the craziness that happens next season. And this is just give me more hyped for it.
It is. It's nuts. I mean, this match in particular, though, it's really interesting to see, this team, whereas, over the past year and a season and a half or so, there's been an emergence of teams really kind of downplaying the character a little bit, downplaying the entrances and things like that, such as, the Horsemen. They're not into costumes and things like that. Well, they haven't been ever, but same with, the Time Machine and, all that good stuff. And and it's just become, it's not as nearly obviously as important to the knowledge. The knowledge is number one, obviously, and it still is. However, this team, the characters feel number one. And the fact that they're so knowledgeable and that they're winning seems almost incidental to the fact that they're so entertaining as a team.
Exactly. Like when I first came out, that's what I think grabbed my attention with them is how interesting they are to watch. And then it just so happens that they are beasts and are great at the game and are so knowledgeable. And it's just like, how can be such a great package? It's so crazy.
I'm waiting for the t-shirts. Where's the Loony Bin t-shirts?
Where's the Loony Bin t-shirts?
Why are we making them? I want them right now. I want one. Let's make that happen, guys. But yeah, it's been nuts. Okay, so winner of this match, obviously Loony Bin, that's ridiculous, crazy. But not crazy, and I think about it considering it's Tom. He answered his first question, the question for the first time wrong. So ever, which is crazy. But yeah, he's going to be going up against the winner of the Odd Couple versus Shazam. So who do you think is going to win that match to go up against Loony Bin?
That one's going to be tough for me. They're both so solid. I mean, they have former champions there, but I got Shazam. I love the kid and Bibbs. I think their dynamic's great. I think their knowledge is very complementary to each other. I feel like they pull it off. But I mean, it would not surprise me if Odd Couple did, but I have my gut feeling it's Shazam.
I'm not gonna lie. I really, really just want to see Bibbs and Drew kind of interact because I feel like Bibbs is very comfortable with interacting with weird characters and everything. I feel like he just really thrives in that kind of environment. So I would love to see it. Not to mention the kid be like dead body. But I don't know, for some reason my head and my heart is telling me to go for the Odd Couple this time around. They are hungry for it. Roxy is, I feel like, low-key even more hungry for it.
Roxy's definitely hungry for it.
But yeah, it's sorry, I'm looking at my notes from it, so that's why. But it's kind of crazy how as we're wrapping up the tournaments, how intense these matches are, for sure.
Yep, and I think it's just going to get more and more. So it's it just keeps going. The finals is whoever it ends up being, it's going to be insane.
Yes,
I just can't wait.
Yes, and just want to confirm who's the boss is going to go up against Family here pretty soon. I can't believe it. I just want to. It's happening.
It's finally happening.
Yes. And there's a whole lot of controversy behind that match, understandably so, but we're still going ahead. So I'm kind of low-key okay with this, which shouldn't be though. But yeah, that wraps it up over here. We're almost at an hour now. But yeah, we have so much more to do here in a bit. Kelsey, where can we find you? Where can you tell us what's going on with old Kelseykins?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at KelseyKins90. I also run the Call to Action podcast Instagram, so you can see me posting stuff in there. TeePublic, there's a lot of sales going on. There's gonna be a Black Friday sale, I heard. So get your merch, not just Call to Action merch, but get your Schmoedown merch so you have it ready to go for going into season 7. And yeah, get your stuff. Get your chill shirt. It's pretty darn cool.
Get your I have a laptop sleeve there you go coming, which I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, get your hoodies, get your laptop sleeve, get your mugs, whatever the fuck you want. I'm all about it. I just want to see you having something with our logo on it. That'd be pretty dope. AF.
Pretty great.
Exactly. But yeah, we have so much stuff going on, before the end of the year and into next year. A bunch of us are going to be there. A whole bunch of the Call to Action crew are going to be down spectacular. So if you're going to be there, please let us know.
Please find us. We'll be the loudest group there. That's how you'll
we
find
will
us.
be like obnoxious. You'll probably actually hate us like when we're there, to be honest. We're like really obnoxious. You can't ignore us. You really can't. But also we have a lot of awesome stuff coming up. Actually tomorrow, Thanksgiving, obviously being Thanksgiving, but our next Schmoebate Thanksgiving special is going to be coming up, and a lot of really awesome things. We have the holiday movie exhibition match, which I'm going to be hosting with Alonzo Geralda, and the winner of that match is actually going to be getting a pretty amazing prize. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm Mac Daddy, and you can find me personally with the Call to Action Pod. I run the Twitter page, so if you're interacting with us on there, you're interacting with me. So yeah, we do a lot of stuff on there, and please check out our Facebook page as well. We like to do a bunch of stuff on there. So, and a final moment before we go. Unfortunately, we had been notified this morning of the really untimely, unfortunate passing of one of our very good friends and one of the most loyal members of the Action Army, Dollface, Emma McAllister, and she's been one of the most loyal, amazing members of the Action Army since the beginning. She's been a very close friend of a bunch of us here, and she's such an amazing competitor in the fan leagues, the Army, actually being real hands-on with, Ben and Drew, being part of Action Industries. So when we were notified, it was definitely felt for sure.
For sure.
But we just want to say thank you to everyone participating in this today. And when we go out with being thankful for Thanksgiving tomorrow, keep that in mind. Every moment is special, and give a good hug to everyone around you. So
true.
But after that, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us for this reaction, and we will see you soon. Bye. We'll see you soon.